Adventure Kids, it is so great to see you this morning, and I can't wait to share today's Bible story with you.
Hey, Pastor Steve.
Oh, hey Pascal, what are you reading there?
Well, I wrote down a list of rules to follow so I can be perfect for God. I'm trying to memorize all of the rules so that I don't make any mistakes. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, don't lie, don't steal, don't hide the stinky cheese under your little brother's bed when he steals your toys.
Well, I think it's great that you're trying to follow the rules, Pascal, but being a good mouse and making God happy isn't just about following the rules.
It's not?
No, it's not. In fact, in today's Bible story, we're going to meet a man named Saul. Now, Saul was a rule follower, but Jesus taught Saul that a life full of grace is a much better way to live. In fact, that's our Bible point for today. It's not about rules, it's about grace.
I'm not sure I understand. What does living a life full of grace mean?
Well, let's listen to today's Bible story and find out. Of all the people who kept the rules, Saul was the best.
I'm good at being good.
He was so very proud and very good, but he wasn't very nice. Saul hated anyone who loved Jesus. He traveled around looking for them. He wanted to catch them and put them in prison. He wanted everyone to forget all about Jesus. He didn't believe Jesus was the rescuer, and he didn't believe that Jesus was alive either. You see, Saul had never met Jesus. So one day, Jesus met Saul. Saul was on his way to Damascus when suddenly a dazzling light flashed like lightning. It was brighter than the sun. It was too bright. Saul shielded his eyes and fell to the ground. He heard a loud voice. It was too loud. It gave Saul a headache.
Saul, why are you fighting me?
Lord?
Saul answered.
Who are you? I am Jesus,
Said the voice.
When you hurt my friends, you are hurting me too.
Saul's whole body trembled.
Go to the city. I'll tell you what to do.
When Saul opened his eyes, he couldn't see. His helpers had to hold his hand and lead him like a little child. Saul was blind for 3 whole days, and yet it was as if he was seeing for the first time. Meanwhile, there was a man called Ananias who loved Jesus. Jesus came to him in a dream.
Go to Saul and pray for him, and I will make him see again.
Ananias knew all about Saul and how he hated Jesus' followers.
Lord, he has come to hurt us.
But Jesus told Ananias,
Saul is the one I've chosen to tell the whole world who I am.
So Ananias went to Saul.
Where do fish keep their money? In the riverbank. You know you liked it. Why couldn't a flower ride its bike to school? Its pedals were broken. Ha! That there was funny. What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back? A stick. Albert out. Peace.
Meanwhile, there was a man called Ananias who loved Jesus. Jesus came to him in a dream.
Go to Saul and pray for him, and I will make him see again.
Ananias knew all about Saul and how he hated Jesus' followers.
Lord, he has come to hurt us.
But Jesus told Ananias,
Saul is the one I've chosen to tell the whole world who I am.
So Ananias went to Saul.
Brother Saul,
Ananias said,
it was Jesus you met on the road.
and Ananias prayed for Saul. Suddenly, Saul could see again, but he saw everything differently. He wasn't mean anymore. He even changed his name from Saul to Paul, which means small and humble, the very opposite of proud. And do you know what Ananias' name means? The Lord is full of grace. Grace is just another word for gift. Which is funny because that's just what Paul's message was about from then on.
It's not about keeping rules. You don't have to be good at being good for God to love you. You just have to believe what Jesus has done and follow him, because it's not about trying, it's about trusting. It's not about rules, it's about grace. God's free gift that cost him everything.
What happened to Paul? He met Jesus. Paul got a new job. He called himself a servant and traveled everywhere, telling everyone about Jesus. He got shipwrecked 3 times. He even ended up in prison. God loves us, he wrote from prison. Nothing can ever, no, not ever, separate us from the never stopping, never giving up, unbreaking, always and forever love of God he showed in Jesus. And so it was, just as God promised Abraham, that dark night, all those years before, the family of God's children grew and grew, until one day they would come to number even more than all the stars in the sky. And that's our story.
Oh, I get it. I don't have to be perfect to earn God's love. I just have to believe what Jesus has done for me and follow him.
That's right, Pascal. It's about having a relationship with Jesus. And that's our Bible point for today. It's not about the rules.
It's about grace. Phew, I'm glad I don't have to memorize all these rules. I'm just going to live a life full of grace, and that means loving God and loving others, and telling everyone about the never stopping, never giving up, unbreaking, always and forever love of God.
That's great, Pascal. Do you want some help putting those rules away?
No, I got it.
Well, kids, I better help out Pascal. Have a great week, everyone. Let me help you there, little buddy.
Hey Adventure Kids, this is a part of the show where you send in your questions to me, Jake, and I answer them. So let me grab my mailbag. Hi Jake, how come there are Bible stories about people who make really big mistakes? From Tyler. That is an awesome question. A lot of people think that being a Christian is all about trying to be perfect. But the Bible is full of stories of people who made big mistakes, but God still used them to show his love. Here's the important thing about what we need to know. It's not about what we do. It's about what Jesus did for us. We can't earn our way into heaven. We all make mistakes and nobody's perfect. But Jesus paid the price for us. He died on the cross for us. It's not about us being perfect. Jesus is perfect for us. And that's an awesome thing. Hi Jake, how many chairs can you hold in the air while Pastor Steve stacks them on? From Cooper. That is an awesome question. Well, let's find out. Here we go.
Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. Ooh. 8.
They're hauling. They're gonna haul. They're gonna take
them. 9. Good job.
So remember, if you have questions for me, Jake, just go to the website takeawaywithjake.com, and I'll be happy to answer your questions right here on the show.